Oh, is it working already? Yep, I think so. Alright. Hello, everybody. Welcome, Owe and Guffy Force. And all y'all, welcome. Last time. Holy shit, I say that a lot, but jeez. I mean exciting stories. I'd like to think I do, at least. The last time. Michel, wow, he won the motherfucking lottery. Like, seriously, damn. But, unfortunately, there's a flip side to every positive. And although he almost got the body he wanted, he got locked in his room and is being starved and tortured by Aimee, who actually turned out to be like a really, really, actually completely horrible person. Jesus Christ, I did not expect that out of her. Like, not in the least. I just... like, she is just beyond, like, there are no words. There are no freaking words. Like, anyway, let's see how Michel can get out of this and how we got to the mansion. All right. So it seems like not many people were able to get here today as opposed to last times. All right. So let's get back into it. Yep, that's it. Newest save. I really hope that I'm nearing the end of the story because I'm running out of pages for save files. Oh my god. Having gotten food and water, my body recovered somewhat. But I was hardly in peak condition. That would take some time, given how badly malnourished I had been. Aimee continued to treat me like her pet, constantly stoking the flame of rage within me. Seriously, you have a knife! Just shank her. But I was too weak to stay on my feet for long, and talking hurt my throat. I assume it was a calculated effort on her part to maintain power over me, to keep me as miserable as possible. She always had a smirk on her face as she gazed down on me. Oh god, this CG again. Come on, open up. Today, I'm gonna feed you myself. What's the matter? I can't put anything in with your mouth closed. Or do you want to starve to death? Aimee! Why are you doing this? Why? Because it's fun. Why else? You married into this family, you sick wench! What gives you the idea you can treat me? Are you saying that because I'm married in, I'm of a lesser stature than you? That's true. I am. Well, what's your point? You think you can intimidate me with formalities? Aimee! No. I'd rather you not speak my name, if you wouldn't mind. That doesn't excuse your treatment of me! Someone, Didier or Georges, will make you pay for this! You don't have a single friend here, Michel. No one to take you aside. And no one to say a thing about me playing with you. Assuming you were somehow able to tell someone, no one would believe you.
That's a lie!
Do you have any idea what people say about you? They say you've gone mad. That you've sold your soul to the devil. Do you honestly believe anyone would trust you?
I am not mad!
I don't know. You look plenty mad to me.
Ah! Fine. Then I'll run away! I'll escape from this estate and from you!
You think you could survive out in the world with that body? A stray cat could lift more than you. You'd never find work. I give you a week at best.
You can't be so sure of that! Maybe I could make it on my own.
Maybe. But either way, there's no way you're getting out. You try to run, someone might just cut your legs off.
How is that at all necessary?
Don't ask me. Maybe because your voice hasn't broken. You know, you're lucky you're even allowed to live. And you should be grateful to me for volunteering to take care of you. Nobody else wanted to have anything to do with it. So if you want to keep living, you have to show me some respect. And you have to do everything I tell you to. Understood?
So this is the real you. You are just pretending to be respectable. When in reality, not only are you sleeping with TTA, you're a downright vile woman! You've been putting on an act ever since you got here.
Oh, you make it sound like I'm somehow worse than anyone else. I'm quite normal, thank you.
How is this normal?
Listen to me, Michel. This side of me you see right now isn't necessarily the whole thing. The sweet girl I am for the family is also me. And when I held you in my arms, that too was me. I'm not putting on an act.
Liar!
Although, to tell you the truth, I never actually liked you. So that part was a lie, yes. If Mother hadn't asked, I would have never even considered getting friendly with you.
Aimee!
You know, life as a noblewoman is so dull. It's so restrictive. No room for love at all. So can you really blame me? It happened to be the most wonderful night right there for the taking. Why shouldn't I have gone after him? I'm still young. Let me have some fun, you know? Not like women have much else in the way of recreation.
So it wasn't TTA, but you who seduced him.
And it all would have worked out beautifully too, if you had only kept your mouth shut. You ruined our family gathering and damaged my reputation. And you called me a whore. That wasn't very nice, now was it? Is it any surprise I'm a little sore? You brought this on yourself, Michel.
I brought this on myself! Don't you dare! Nothing justifies what you've done to me! I'm not the disturbed one. You're a crazy whore, and don't you try and pretend otherwise, damn you!
Oh my, such language. You're not being very nice to me, Michel. Goyles aren't supposed to talk like that, you know?
I am not a girl.
Then what are you?
I'm a man.
A man? With that body? Aimee quietly rose, grabbed me by the hair, and shoved me to the floor.
Let go of me!
You call yourself a man? You can't even get out of a Goyle's grip. I'm not all that strong either. In fact, I'd say I'm rather weak. Just a small, powerless Goyle. If you were a man, you would have no problem breaking free, malnourished or otherwise. But you can't.
Yes!
She traced the lines of my emaciated ribs with her nails, traveling slowly down my chest. But even ignoring that, you're missing the most important part.
Stop! Get off me!
I tried to shove her aside with all the strength I could squeeze out of my arms, but as Aimee had said, I couldn't even overpower a girl. All I could do was lie there beneath her and beg.
Get off me!
Groaning in anger and frustration. Her finger came to a stop just above my navel. She looked up at me with a sweet smile, and then pulled her hand away. And just as a wave of relief spread through me, she shoved me back, jumped up, and slammed her foot between my legs. I shuddered as the pain jolted up my spine. Aimee looked down on me as I screamed. A smirk spread across her face. Oh my, does that hoit? There's a surprise. Even without boy parts, it still hoits.
Stop, please.
And she didn't stop stepping on me.
I'm begging you, stop, please.
She dug her toes into my flesh. What are you exactly, Michel? From the feel of it, you don't quite have proper Goyle parts either.
Aimee, please.
On top of the physical pain, unbearable humiliation and shame eroded away at my spirit. What a strange creature you are.
Stop! Stop!
If I could have died right then and there, honestly, that would have been preferable to the emotional hell she was putting me through. You should take a look at yourself in a mirror, Michel. You're crying, sobbing like a sad little girl. Not much of a boy, are you? And you lusted after me with this body. Seriously? You're disgusting. I can't believe You actually had the gall to fall for me. My God, the context of this was far, far worse than I could have possibly imagined. Oh God. Hello, Marco J. Welcome to the stream. Oh my God. Aimee's abuse was not a one-time occurrence. As she had promised, she came to feed me every day, but her arrival brought nothing but anguish and torture. Every day she chipped away more of my spirit, but I hadn't succumbed to her yet. My anger still overpowered any fear I felt. Oh my God. About a week after Aimee started caring for me. Have you been a good girl, Michel? I brought you your supper. I'll set it right here for you. What's the matter, Michel? Your food's right there. It's gonna get cold. Oh my God. I think he's planning to kill her in some way. Go on. Eat. But no using your hands. Crawl over here and use your mouth. Come on. Eat. Or would you rather I feed you? You... What was that? Do you have something to say?
I'll
I can't understand the words you're saying, Michel. If you would eat, you would have enough strength to talk.
You...
Huh?
I'm going to kill you! Aimee!
That was, I believe, the first time in my life I'd felt a sincere, overpowering desire to end someone's life. Yes! I wanted to see her dead. With my hands and legs tied up, I lurched for her. And like the dog she so wanted me to be, I chomped down on her wrist. Hell the fuck yeah! The taste of someone else's blood was far more unpleasant than I had expected. I felt like I was going to vomit. But I was determined not to let go of her wrist for any reason. I would gnaw through the bone and rip her entire hand off. Hell the fuck yeah! She could even beat me unconscious and I still wouldn't let go. She would have to kill me to get me off her. I wanted her to feel the same pain I felt when she trampled on me. Let go! My body never did what I wanted it to, though. Fuck. I could swear on my life that I wouldn't release her arm, but I could never seem to make good on my determination. Aimee's foot flew up into my emaciated gut. The pointed tip of her shoe dug into my flesh like a knife, and I collapsed to the floor in a fit of convulsions. And just as I was about to cough up a mouthful of stomach acid, she rammed her foot into my abdomen a second time. She didn't even give me enough time to get to my feet, let alone fight back, before she kicked me again. Again and again and again and again.
Stop!
My gut, my chest, my legs, and my face. What's wrong with you? Don't you get it? You're not the one in control here. You should be thanking me. What you did to me that day was incredibly hurtful. Yet here I am bringing you your food. Can you not see just how kind-hearted I am? So why would you go and bite me? What would you possess you to do such a thing? Grasping for breath, my consciousness slipping away from me. I caught a glimpse of Aimee's eyes as she swung her leg back for another kick. And when I did, a single word rose to my mind. Demon. Isn't that something? You can't even stand not that strong. I'm weak and frail. This is the first time I've ever kicked someone. I have absolute control over you, Michel. You understand that now, right? You learned your lesson, didn't you? Not an ounce of strength remained within me. My tongue and cheeks were torn up, and my mouth tasted of blood. Thinking herself weak and having no experience in the ways of physical violence, she knew no restraint. The ignorant can be so much more brutal and viciously relentless than the seasoned. My vision had gone red. I could hardly feel my own face. Oh no. There was a strange gurgling sound with every breath I took. How did he get out of this? Jace, what am I gonna do about this hand? It hurts like crazy. Oh, I know. I'll tell everyone you finally lost it and tried to bite my hand off. They'll all feel so bad for me. I can just see the sad looks on Didier and George's faces.
They will not.
You know, your brothers have completely given up on you. A deranged sister is nothing but trouble. You know what you are, Michel? You're a demon child. Why was I the demon and not her? Why did no one come to my aid? Oh God. Several times I considered ending my life, but every time I did, memories of better days came back to me. Of the time before my body had transformed. The days when we were all so sure of our happiness. Kept me chained to life. Why couldn't things still be the way they had been then? In my heart, I hadn't changed at all. So how had things ended up like this? Michel! Oh, Michel! Are you in there? Did you need something, Georges? Oh, come on, don't be like that. Do I have to need something to talk to you? No, but you look like you were in an unusually good mood. So I thought... Well, why wouldn't I be? It's a wonderfully gloomy day out. I would understand if it were clear out, but can you really say it's a wonderfully gloomy day? Well, you can't be outside for very long when it's not cloudy, so in our case, this is perfect weather. What do you say if we go for a little stroll while we can? Dee's around today too, so we can see if he's up to it. It'll be like old times. We've been running around like headless chickens lately, so we haven't had much of a chance for a sibling outing. We'll have Mom make us a lunch and then... Oh, we'll take a couple of our horses up to the forest edge. I'm fine with that if you are. You bet your bum I am. I asked after all. Now come on, let's go.
An outing, you say?
Yep. Hop on a couple of horses and head out for the forest. We haven't done this in a while, so I figured why not.
I see. Well, if Michel is coming, I see no reason to say no. Let's set off right away.
Whoa. Slow down there. Are you saying you wouldn't go if it was just me? It's Michel or nothing.
Of course. Why would I on earth would I gonna
What that? Jeez.
when I go horse riding alone with you? I would rather drown myself.
Le ghost! It's nice to have some kind of reprieve from the horrible torture. Oh my god. DDA. Could I perhaps make a small request? Hello, Joel Bridges. Welcome to the stream.
Go on, let's hear it.
Do you mind if I hold the horse's reins?
Oh, that's all. By all means. I'll be there behind you to make sure nothing happens, so have at it. But do be warned, my horse is a bit temperamental. If you're not gentle, he'll start getting moody with you. I doubt that'll be a problem for you, though, Michel.
I'll be careful. Hey! Whoa! Slow down, guys!
Look at that, Michel. Georges is still fumbling around all the way back there.
Are we going a bit too fast?
No, you're fine. That you were able to get past that so quickly is proof of your talent.
Ah, finally caught up. This isn't a race, you know. Why can't we enjoy the scenery? Indulge in some nice pathos.
A warrior and his horse need not have pathos. Isn't that right, Michel?
It certainly is, DDA. Come on, you guys, be nice. This was my idea. You've really taken after old D, haven't you, Michel? I, for one, would rather see you admiring flowers, or dancing with butterflies, or gazing out on a beautiful sunset, or enjoying poetry. More pathos, my dear sister, and less barbarism. Long swords, suits of armor, and tales of heroic knights are so much more appealing, though. You've let him get his claws in too deep, Michel. Oh dear, oh my, I'm going to have 2 meathead siblings before I know it.
What did you just call me?
Now, you two. Why don't we stop here for a picnic? Seconded. My stomach's been rumbling up a storm. I took a few bites earlier because I was about to die back there. Oh.
I hope your horse throws you into a river.
Oh, God. They used to have such happy times. Hey, so the other day I brought a cat home. Oh, a cat? Yeah, speckled from head to tail and ugly as a witch's ass. I was going to keep it in my room, but Mom flipped when she saw it. Keep that busy thing out of my house. Wish there was something we could do about how much of a clean freak she is.
Tortoise, try not to stress Mother too much. You're unpredictable enough as it is.
It would be nice, though, to have a cat, I mean. You think so? Then how about this? We'll keep it in the courtyard. I'll feed it on days when it's clear, and you can do it when it's cloudy, Michel. I don't know what cats eat, though. I bet he'd like pastries.
Do you want to kill the cursed thing? I cannot approve of anyone taking care of an animal who thinks that's a good idea.
Sorry. Oh, pull the stick out of your ass, D. Life's about experimentation. Live and learn, hanging on the edge of tomorrow. Live and learn from the works of yesterday.
Don't experiment on animals.
Well, if you're going to be like that, how about you help out too? You can keep an eye on us and make sure we don't do anything stupid.
What? Now you're trying to drag me into this?
Already done. You're in. It's settled.
Damn it, Georges!
Now we need to come up with a name. Have any ideas, Michel?
What, you want me to name it?
Not very often you get to give another living thing a name. Well, I guess you might have a few more chances down the road. Consider this practice. Something arrogant and beautiful. You've got this.
Now, Georges, don't put so much pressure on her. You have a point, though. It is a good opportunity. Don't stress too much about it, Michel. Just choose something you like.
You said the cat was speckled and ugly.
Yep, one looking you'll be laughing so hard you can't breathe.
All right then. Ugly Speckles.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god, Michel, you're terrible at naming shit. That's its name.
It would seem you do not have a future in the arts, Michel.
But you said it was ugly and speckled, Georges.
I did, yes. You could have tried a little harder than that, though. But you know, why not? Ugly speckles it is. It's actually kind of charming when you say it out loud. Ugly speckles.
It's not that funny.
It is quite something indeed. The more I think about it, the more I...
Not you too, Didier.
We should bring ugly speckles to our next outing. Sitting together beneath the clouds, having lunch.
That we should. When Michel's gotten a little bigger, let's do this again. The three of us and our ugly speckled cat.
You said it. We're all good friends here, after all.
I've never been your friend, though.
God, must you always be such a jerk? Oh, God. Oh, my God.
Didier. Georges. Was Aimee telling the truth? Do you really think I'm nothing but trouble? Do you think I've lost my mind? That I'm a demon child? Didier. Georges. Why do you not open this door for me? And let me out? Were the things I said that day really so heinous?
I don't think so. Michel, Aimee is probably just lying to them.
Do you resent me too? Like Aimee? Didier? Georges? How do you think about me now? Is this body really so unusual? If I haven't gone through the transformation I did, would things have still been the way they were before? Would we be able to go out in that forest again and make silly, meaningless conversation? Everyone laughing like we had then? If this body hadn't changed the way it did, would I not be trapped in this darkness? Even if that were the case, I didn't want to be a girl. If God descended from heaven and offered to change me back, I would have turned him down. Yep. Because inside, I wasn't a girl. This is just incredible.
Like, again, this author had to have done some research. Seriously. There's just, like, there is no way. Either the author knew somebody who was, or they did some serious research. And my nightmare at Aimee's hands didn't end there either. As much as I loathed to admit it, I was terrified of her. Every day I dreaded the sound of the door opening. However, if I were to block the door off with furniture, I would lose my only remaining lifeline. I had no choice in the matter. It's time for supper, Michel. I brought your favorite, parsnips. Well, what the dogs didn't eat of them anyway. But you don't mind, do you? I'm gonna cut your nails today, Michel. I need you to stay very still. You wouldn't want my hands to slip. So to make sure you do, I'm tying you up. This way, you can't accidentally move. Here's your water, Michel. Huh? It's murky. Oh, heavens me. I must have fetched it from the wash bin, my mistake. It's supper time, Michel. I brought you parsnips again. Don't worry. The dogs didn't have any of these. They didn't seem to be interested in eating them raw. What? You don't want any? Then what am I gonna do with these? You know, Michel, you're such a disgrace. Cry for me, won't you? Beg for mercy. Look at you. All that pride going out the window. It's hilarious, I tell you. She is so fucking evil. My God. I am just internally cringing saying these lines. Not that they're bad lines, but that just... Oh my God, it's just... Ugh. Jesus Christ. This is pure, unadulterated malice and sadism. My God. She did everything imaginable to torture me, both physically and emotionally. To be honest, it was rather impressive in a sick way how she was able to come up with so many different ways to torment me. And she knew precisely what caused me the most pain. My body, and the discrepancy between what I was and what I felt I was. She delighted in telling me I wasn't male, and sometimes in showing me. But I don't think I need to describe the things she did to me in any more detail. Thank God, I could think of only one way to keep myself from breaking down. I completely stopped talking, stopped struggling. Then one day, after about 6 months or so, she said with a disinterested sigh, "I'm done." And that was the last of it. By swallowing my pride and not resisting, I was able to escape from her grip because she got bored. Yep, that's the Danganronpa way. The only way to overpower people who are obsessed with despair is to make them bored, apparently. Once she was gone, the servants took over attending to me again. I was still imprisoned, but now there was a serenity in my solitude. Oh, thank God! I didn't speak with anyone. I didn't make eye contact. I didn't do anything. I just lived. But even though I had peace, I still feared Aimee having a change of heart. I trembled at the possibility that one day it might be her that opened the door. But above all, I hated, despised the fact that I lived in such fear of a girl. An overwhelming self-loathing threatened to crush me. I had recurring nightmares about the things Aimee had done to me. The wounds she gave me did not heal. They only grew worse, eating away at me day after day. I was beginning to lose confidence in my own sanity in the silent darkness, where there was no sense of time. The line between dream and reality blurred. I often found myself screaming, crying into the empty air. I clawed out my skin, pulled at my hair, paced back and forth across the room, pounded at the door, yelling for help. Screamed some more. It was the very image of pitiful, absolute wretchedness. And every time I did, I'm sure there was someone on the other side of the door, whispering about how poor Michel had lost her mind. Eventually, I gave up entirely. It was a stormy night in my 16th year. I had been confined for more than 2 years at that point. Heavy rain pounded against the windows like thousands of little spears. I was sitting quietly on my bed, unable to fall asleep, when suddenly there was a loud banging on the door. Oh my God, DDA! And he's using his proper name! Oh my God! Oh my God, DDA!
Michel! Michel, are you awake?
If you are, then hurry up and get awake. We've got big trouble.
Lower your damn voice.
They're using his proper name. Oh my God! I knew Aimee was lying. But... when I first heard my brother's voices after so long, I thought I was hallucinating. In 2 years, they had never once come for me, no matter how hard I pounded on the door, no matter how many times I called for them. And after all this time, I didn't expect that to ever change. I had given up, assumed they had long since cast me aside. Unable to bring myself to say anything, I simply stared at the door. And there was another bam, bam. The sound was half consumed by a crack of thunder, giving it an indescribably eerie quality.
Please say something, Michel!
Seriously, there's no time.
You can hear us in there, can't you? You're there behind the door, aren't you?
Come on, just one word, Michel. This is amazing, you guys. Oh my God, you guys. They really love him. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my gosh, you guys. Oh my God. Oh my God, you guys. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Is it really you? Didier? Georges?
For a moment, they seemed to be at a loss for words. Probably because they almost didn't recognize my voice. But it was only a heartbeat, and then DDA spoke.
There's a carriage waiting outside. I'm gonna unlock the door so you can leave in it.
Why?
Because
Dad's talking crazy. He's saying the Bollinger family has no need for a demon child. That you're a mark of shame on our name. So he's going to have you executed. Oh, God.
Georges!
Father wants me dead?
It felt like the floor had fallen out from under me. Executed. Demon child, mark of shame. So he was saying I didn't even deserve to live anymore? Oh no. It's planned for tomorrow morning. We only just found out ourselves, which is why...
You prepared a way for me to escape. But why?
Why? Do you even need to ask? Because we're family. Something terrible has gotten into Father.
Probably fucking Aimee. I wouldn't put it past Aimee to be sleeping with him. I clenched my teeth, fighting back a bitter, angry sigh. But I couldn't keep all those emotions bottled up for long. A maelstrom of feelings I thought I had lost in my 2 years of imprisonment swirled up inside me, spilling from my lips.
Why? Why are you doing this now? If you really felt that way, why didn't you come sooner? 2 years I spent locked in this room. Do you have any idea of how I felt in that time? Any idea how hard I had to fight to endure? How many times I cried for your help? How hard I pounded on that door, begging to be set free? But never once did you come. Not even once! Michel. I scare you, don't I? You think I've gone insane? That I've lost my mind? That I sold my soul to the devil, don't you?
No, Michel, we don't.
Then why? Why didn't you come and set me free? Michel, no, we don't think you've lost your mind at all. So you didn't want to see me then? You didn't want to face what I've become? Tell me I'm wrong. Didier, Georges, you left me here, abandoned me for 2 whole years. Locked me away so you didn't have to see me.
I'm sorry. I just, really busy with my art. Oh, fucking hell, Georges! I've been getting a ton of commissions down at the court. And DDA's a knight now, you know. So he's up to his neck in expeditions. I'm really sorry.
As am I. I cannot say that you're wrong. After what happened, I wasn't sure how I was supposed to act around you. I'm still not sure, even now. I knew I had to find the time to collect myself, but I kept putting it off, vainly hoping that time would take care of it all. And for that, I owe you an apology.
So why did the soldiers come after him?
But you need to understand. I do not agree with Father's decision. I do not want to lose you. I don't think you're a demon child. And Georges feels the same. Neither of us want to see you dead.
What he said, Michel. There's not much time. Seriously, the fact that they're using his name speaks volumes. We need to get you out of here. I bit down hard on my lower lip. Hello, David Lohman. Hello, Nana. Yeah, that's the thing, Nana. I'm wondering, though. Because in the other timelines, he did go through a female puberty. So now I'm wondering, like, how that even worked out. Is it just luck of the draw? Hard enough to draw blood. It was that, or start sobbing. I hope that, honestly, I hope that in their next reincarnation, you know, they're in like the 21st century, so he can, you know, he can get some proper medical attention, and, you know, I believe he can get, you know, the body he wants, fully. It was that or start sobbing.
It's a little late for that. Michel.
If you don't get out of here, you're going to be killed.
If I'm not an angel sent from heaven, or a demon child, then what am I? What on earth am I?
What are you?
You're a Bollinger. You're our family. And that's all there is to it. I pray you can forgive me for averting my eyes for so long.
Now this is interesting. They clearly love him. They clearly love him. Why were soldiers sent to him? It had to have been Aimee. There's no other way. It had to have been Aimee. She must have done something. They clearly love him. I can see why he trusted them so much in sending the letter.
I pray you can forgive me for averting my eyes for so long. Can I trust you? Can I trust that even if the whole world says I'm cursed, they'll always be by my side? They'll always be my brothers? Can I put trust in you once more? Didier, Georges.
You really think Michel's mom was the one who sent the soldiers, Nana? That's possible. That would be truly tragic. Yeah, that's the only thing I can think of. Honestly, I hope that they were able to kick Aimee out of the family somehow.
You absolutely can, Michel. I swear to God on high.
And I swear to the God of Art.
Michel, I have no other choice, do I? I couldn't talk Father out of it, could I? I would rather you didn't try. He's not a man to change his mind. If you were to show up before him, he would likely draw his sword on you himself. He would destroy Mother. I'm sorry. We're not doing this only for you.
Okay. I'll go.
Oh, thank goodness.
The carriage will take you to a mansion, Michel. It's a property Father purchased some time ago. But due to rumors about the house, it's abandoned. No one wants to buy it from him either, and that's unlikely to change. It's the ideal place to keep you out of sight.
What kind of rumors?
Well,
No point in keeping it a secret. He has a right to know. They say a witch lives there.
A witch?
I think it's all just made up, personally. I went to check the place out and there was no one there. It was a little dreary, to be sure.
I had hoped to have a better place arranged for you, but there wasn't enough time. This is only temporary, Michel. I cannot say how long it will be, but Father will pass away eventually.
Like, I don't understand what went wrong. They seem to have this all planned out.
When he does, Georges will inherit the estate. And that will mean you can return. So I ask that you hold out until that time.
If I don't leave, I'm going to be executed. So send me anywhere. I won't complain.
I'm glad to hear you say that. I will talk to Father. And ensure he does not suspect anything.
Seriously, these guys are way better than I thought they would be. They truly love him. And that is so fucking heartwarming. But why would the soldiers? I really hope we find out what went wrong. Oh God, I really hope we find out what went wrong. Like, why would anyone let them know? Oh God.
I will talk to Father, and ensure he does not suspect anything.
We'll make this work. Don't you worry. The long and short of it is, Dad simply wants to erase from the family.
Georges!
Sorry. I wasn't trying to be mean. But anywho, once I take over, we're in the clear. He is a knight. He is a knight, Nana. They said he was. You'll be acknowledged as a Bollinger.
I see. Okay then.
Can I open the door now?
Just a minute.
Huh? You're still not ready?
I don't have any clothing.
Ah, right. You wouldn't, huh? How
tall are you now, Michel?
Around the same height as you, I think.
You're taller than me? Damn!
Alright, I'll bring you some of my clothes.
Thank you.
Well, I don't think I've ever heard you say thank you without putting up a fight, Michel.
That's not true. I don't think.
I'll be back soon. Get what you need together.
My God, I've never had to do this many guy voices at once. So many times. My my throat is getting a little grovelled.
All right.
Sitting in the carriage waiting outside, listening to the pitter-patter of the rain, I gazed out at my two brothers. I hadn't seen them in 2 years, but they hardly looked any different than how I remembered them. I was the only one who had changed, and dramatically at that. Looking at them, I couldn't help but remember the old days. Playing chess with GDA, learning to draw from Georges. Our sibling outings. However, the ominous sound of thunder crashing in the distance drowned out those memories.
The mansion is several days' travel from here. Hopefully the carriage isn't too uncomfortable. I'll send a package with any supplies you need once a month. Food, clothing, and, something to pass the time. If there's anything you want, Michel, just tell me. Now, or you can have a servant pass a message on to me.
I can't think of... Actually, wait. I can think of one thing. I would like a chess set.
Alright, I'll have one made.
Oh God.
I would rather have yours, Didier. Would that be possible?
Are you sure you want that beaten old thing?
Yes. I want that one.
Alright then. I'll include it in the first delivery.
See, now I don't understand. He kept on delivering the supplies every single time. So it's not like he didn't realize that. Oh, I really hope we find out what happened with the soldiers. I'll send you something too, Michel. Anything you want, just tell me. Oh my god, this is so heartwarming. Oh my god.
In that case, I would like some art tools. I'm nowhere near as much as an artist as you are, Georges. So they don't have to be anything special.
Gotcha. So some canvas and, how about some charcoal? And when you're back, I want to see what you've made with it, okay?
Okay.
I know this is already hard enough on you, Michel. But I need to ask you to do something for me. Avoid making contact with anyone who doesn't already know about you.
So, I can't talk with anybody but the servants.
Put simply, yes. Tomorrow the world will consider you dead. So we cannot have people finding out you're actually alive. Especially Father. Please, do this for me.
I've been doing that for 2 years already. I've long since lost interest in interacting with anybody, so you don't need to ask me to keep to myself.
Right.
Does anyone else know I'm alive?
Yes. Mother knows. In fact, this was her idea.
It was!
She loves you, Michel. She really does. Mom just, is having a little trouble facing the truth. So even though she's not here to see you off, I guarantee you she doesn't want to see you dead. See, now look at this! Like, what is up with this line? What is up with this line? Something happened. She wants to have you in her life again.
I expect Mother will be writing you. So please, take the time to write her back. She's a troubled woman, but her love for you is true and unwavering.
Oh my God.
Will you do that?
Just a quick little, hey, got your letter, doing great, will suffice.
All right.
Just so you know, it kills me indeed that we can't stand up to Dad. But as long as he lives, his word is God in this house.
I understand that. Yes.
Well, you never know. He could be gone quicker than you expect. A week from now and bam, he's dead as a doornail and desocial life. Oh my God, Georges!
Is there not an ounce of respect in your body?
Oh, give me a break. I'm upset. He's gone way too far. And once he's dragged his ass up to the great beyond, anything goes. Surprise! Michel was alive!
Yeah, I suppose.
Until then, we'll take care of things here. Tomorrow's going to be the performance of our lives. Crying like a couple of big old babies, laughing our tails off inside.
You'll forgive me if I have trouble trusting that loose tongue of yours.
I'm not stupid. I know this is important. Not even Aimee will suspect a thing. Aimee. Yeah.
Aimee.
Yeah, not even she can know. He's gonna crush her, I'm sure. No, it won't, Georges! Michel, you gotta tell him the truth! I'm sure, but the less people who know, the better. When Georges said her name, my whole body went shamefully cold. It had been 1.5 years since the hell she'd put me through, but every last detail of it remained carved into my mind and body. There was no way she would even be slightly sad about my death. She might act it, but she would almost certainly be elated by the news. It seemed Georges had still yet to see what lay beyond that woman's mask. Oh God, I'm worried if she's gonna, do something to Georges. I know you two were close.
Huh? No, we were not. We were not close in even the slightest bit.
Are you worried about this, how this might affect her?
What?
She cared for you about 6 months, didn't she? Oh God! When you wouldn't let the servants in.
What?
And what I hear, you got real close to dying in there. You wouldn't even eat unless she was there.
Who the hell told you that?
What? Is that not what happened?
Did something happen between you two, Michel?
God, tell them, please! Please tell them, Michel!
Aimee didn't do a damn... Never mind.
No! Don't you understand, Michel? Fucking hell.
I can't tell them. I can't put what I went through into words. It will only worsen my shame.
No! Oh, you're such a guy, seriously.
Especially not in front of my brothers. Georges, how are things between you and Aimee?
You still letting what happened 2 years ago get to you? Well, I mean, at the time, things were a total disaster. I'm all excited about getting myself a pretty little wife, only to find out she was rocking the boat with someone else. I cried for weeks.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
Deep down, though, she ain't actually a bad girl. She's young and kids make mistakes. Oh, God! After it all came out, she turned over a new leaf. She started doting on me something serious, and well, it's hard not to let one little mistake like that go when she's trying so hard to make up with me. The age excuse doesn't work for Dee, though. For about a year, things were really rough between us. I didn't even want to look at him. I bet this probably prevented them from going to Michel as well. This kind of rift between them. But at the end of the day, we're family. We can get past anything. Besides, because you let the cat out of the bag, that gave me something to hold over Dee. All things considered, I'm not complaining. Oh God, Michel, please tell them! Jesus.
So, you would say you're happy then, Georges?
Sure would. Yet, believe it or not, I'm kind of head over heels for her. Oh God! Oh God! Oh God! Oh God! Hard not to like a girl like Aimee. Oh God, I am cringing so hard. Fucking hell.
Oh, I see.
Do you really feel that bad about 2 years ago?
So she's still keeping up that good girl facade around Georges and Didier. No one else knows she's actually a sadistic, cackling demon. There's nothing less trustworthy in the world than a woman who's always smiling. But if Georges thinks he's happy, I can't take that away from him.
Oh God, oh God.
Michel! Oh, right. Yes, I do feel guilty about the way I lost control of my emotions and took it out on you guys. It happens to everyone. In fact, you could stand to do a little more shouting and fussing.
That is exactly what I'm worried about too, David. I'm really worried that she might try to do something and take advantage of Georges and seize power.
Then you could. Because I have underdeveloped social skills. You heard that?
You got one hell of a nasty streak, huh, Dee?
Ugh. I'm glad to hear you're still on good terms. It wasn't my intention to pit the two of you against each other. We know. The blame falls on my shoulders. I want you to know something, Michel. Though your transformation was too much for Mother and Father to accept. With enough time, everything will go back to the way it was before. Just like it did for myself and Georges. None of this is your fault. It was all unfortunate timing.
God's a little bit of a jerk too.
Try not to forget I am a knight, Georges.
In time.
In time. Speaking of which, we don't have much left. I'm gonna tell the coachman to set off, okay?
Didier,
Yes?
tell me the truth. Will the three of us ever meet again?
Why would you ever ask that? Of course we will.
Oh God, God, fucking damn it. I bet it was Aimee. I bet it was Aimee who sent the soldiers. Oh God, fucking damn it. Not a chance I'm letting this be our last family get-together.
One last question then.
Yes?
Am I your brother?
Well, I mean, look at you. Don't look like much of a sister to me. Oh my God, Georges! Oh my God! You are a peach. Oh my God, Georges, you are a peach. Oh my God, Georges. So yeah, I'd say you are. Oh, Georges. Oh God, Georges. Oh man. Oh my God.
I see. So long then.
Farewell. And may good health bless you until we meet again.
Until then, Michel.
Farewell.
Oh my God. Wow. Before seeing me off for good, they both gave me strong, firm hugs. GDA first, and then George's. The warmth I felt in their arms, in my family's arms, slowly spread through my chilled body, which made it that much more difficult to part ways. The wheels of the carriage rattled against the wet, stone-paved road. I stuck my head out the window, watching as they shrunk into the distance. Standing there in the rain until they were completely out of view. A tightness filled my breast. Every glimmer of hope I had for a new life was matched by an equal degree of darkness and uncertainty. Would I ever make it back home? And if I did, would people still call me a demon child? Having to write mother was another uncomfortable weight on my soul. The thought of having to play a girl for her made me sick. Again, seriously, the amount of research put into this is so much more than I've seen in anything else. Georges had acted like it would be nothing, but it wasn't that easy. It was more than mere pretend. Didier had said that with time, things would change. But how could he be certain that those changes would be for the better? The wooden wheels turned, carrying me away to that cursed mansion. Are we gonna see him get to know the mansion and get to know Morgana? Okay, guys, I will be right back. I gotta go to the bathroom. I will be right back, though, so don't worry. Little bit of a break here. The next thing I know, I'm sinking into a vast void. Darkness cuffs my hands and legs, restricting my movement. Images of the past I'd kept buried away for so long stream past me. This isn't how I wanted it to happen. Not coming from my own mouth, but being laid bare for all to see without my consent. That wasn't how I wanted her to find out about my secret, about my shameful history.
I warned you, my dear. I told you you didn't want to reclaim your old self. If you had simply let it be, you wouldn't be here now, forced to relive it all. Now do you understand? The tale I spun behind the fourth door was just as much for you as it was for her. There, you were a young man with a sad fate. But you met a wonderful woman, fell in love with her, and then died in the arms of tragedy. The sequence of events is not far from the truth, but I was able to turn it into something enchanting and beautiful. I got rid of all the nasty little details. Your ugliness, your body troubles, all of that. Doesn't it seem a bit unfair, Michel? You tore down the walls around Giselle's heart, around her past, but you wanted to keep your own nice and safe and hidden away. She has every right to be upset. You were afraid she wouldn't accept you. Were you not?
Yeah, that is kind for her. That is unusually kind for her.
And that's precisely what happened. But can you honestly blame her? The truth you've kept hidden away is not something most would be able to accept. The prince who came riding in to save her. Silence! Wasn't actually a man! Please. Enough. I've seen enough. Let it stay buried, please. Just stop this. I don't want to see it. I don't want anything to do with it. What a sad little creature you are, my dear. Not a woman in this world would have any interest in you now.
I disagree.
You've surrounded yourself with layer upon layer of walls, covered yourself with this patchwork, barely held together quilt of masks, and it's the only thing keeping you together. You're the frailest one of all, the weakest. And it's about time you accepted that and stopped trying to fight it. I am not weak. Oh, is that so? Let's proceed with the tale then, shall we? Face the one you hate most in the world. Yourself. Your weakness. Your ugliness. Face it and despair!
My God.
No, don't!
Again. Once again, my own desires, my own wishes are completely irrelevant. The past sprawls out before me once more. And the witch is exactly right. I despise the man I was then, teeming with vain hope and foolish dreams. I would rather pretend that part of me never existed. But I have no choice. I'm dragged back into the life I once lived. My pleas for mercy fading into the dark nothingness. I couldn't remember how long it had been since the capital had disappeared into the distance, but I'd been on the road for some time now. We'd long since left paved roads behind. The carriage rocked back and forth as it proceeded down the rough dirt path. For hours I stared through the window as unfamiliar scenery flowed past. Eventually, a fog settled over the area, making it difficult to discern night from day. We made our way through dark, dense woods. And beyond them, like the world fading into view after a dream, a mansion appeared before us. All the windows were either shuttered by or boarded, encasing the house in darkness. In a way, it felt like all I had done was move from one prison to a much larger one. Briefly, I thought they had possibly been sealed to keep anyone from seeing me inside, but my coming here was a very recent development. More likely then, the house had been in this condition when it was initially purchased. Quite the piece of property my father had found himself with. I wondered if he'd been swindled by its previous owner. It was a gloomy, uninviting place, but it didn't appear to be in disrepair. The coachman left my luggage outside the door, gave me an empty farewell, and then went on his way. I was entirely alone. I spent some time just staring out at the forest, but naturally there was nothing of interest to be found there. So I quietly turned around and opened the door to the mansion.
It's certainly dark.
I could barely even see my own feet. Briefly, I considered trying to unshutter a window or two, but ended up deciding against it. The less inviting the place looked, the easier it would be for me to avoid contact with the outside world, as GDA had recommended. Standing there in the darkness for several minutes, my eyes gradually grew accustomed to the lack of light. While it was hardly ideal, it was sufficient to take a look around the house. The inside didn't seem to have received the same level of care as the outside. Everything was dusty and the air was many years stale. But I wasn't in a cleaning mood, so I dug through my luggage for a bundle of candles, lighting one with a flint.
Stained glass window.
Examining the large room I found myself in, I came across a stained glass window depicting an angel. The archangel, after whom I had been named, looked solemnly down upon me.
Quite the joke.
2 columns of evenly spaced pews ran the length of the room, all facing the multicolored window. I set the candlestick on a podium of some sort, which is when I realized.
This is a chapel.
A flat length of silver bent in the middle was mounted to the pulpit's face. When I saw it, I knew exactly what it used to be. A cross. The pews weren't facing the stained glass, but the cross. Why, though? It felt as though the mansion had been built up around the chapel, rather than the opposite. I was perplexed as to why anyone would do that. Interesting. I wonder if we're going to get some answers to that. But of course, there was no one around to sate my curiosity. Taking the candlestick back in hand, I made my way beyond the pulpit. There sat a small metal door. I pressed one hand against the cool surface, and my heart leapt. It was abnormally cold, though the door itself seemed perfectly normal, and inexplicable anxiety spread through me. It was a very unusual sensation. My instincts told me I should stay far, far away. That's where Morgana is, isn't she? And my heart told me it was my duty to see what lay beyond.
What am I going to find back there?
After a few minutes' hesitation, I decided to act in opposition to my instincts. I was looking at a long spiral staircase. The wooden stairs stretched so high I couldn't tell where they ended.
An observation tower.
Perhaps. As if being pushed forward by some unhuman force, I mounted the staircase. By the third or fourth loop, soft light began peeking into the tower through regularly spaced rectangular openings in the stone walls. Through one such window, I gazed outside. And far off in the distance, beyond the seemingly endless ocean of trees, I saw a small village.
Know where I'm ever going to go?
Very funny.
So many stairs.
It had been quite some time since I exerted myself this much. I hardly had any opportunity locked away in my chambers. With every step I took, I could hear my joints creaking and my muscles screaming. I was long since out of breath, only staying upright with the help of the wall.
This is pitiful. Damn it.
But turning back never occurred to me. I had to keep climbing, had to make it to the top. And it was that feeling of necessity that pushed my exhausted body forward. By By the time I reached the top, I was practically gasping for air. Sweat streamed down my forehead. I wiped it aside, turning my gaze toward yet another door. But unlike the first,
What on earth?
a tangle of rope covered the surface. Layers upon layers of it, making its intent abundantly clear. Nothing shall come in or out. It didn't look like it had been put there recently either. As much of it was rotted though. Out of curiosity, I grabbed at the coiling, yanked. The rope snapped in several places, chunks falling limply to the floor. That wasn't enough to allow the door to open, though. Perhaps only sealed doors like this for a reason. Largely because they didn't want or couldn't allow others to see what hid behind them.
Like what they did to me.
Oh,
People only seal doors like this for a reason. Largely because they didn't want or couldn't allow others to see what hid behind them.
For a few moments I felt as though I was looking down at myself from outside my body. If it hadn't been this man, but someone else standing there, would they have turned their back at the sight of the sealed off door, acting as though nothing was there? Or would they have done as I did? I ground my teeth, a mix of annoyance and bitterness rushed through me. But I did not hesitate. I held the flame of the candle up to the wall of rope, careful not to set the whole thing ablaze. Slowly, carefully burning through them one by one. It was repetitive and time-consuming, but I persisted, wiping away sheets of sweat before it streamed into my eyes. The sun was well on its way down before I finally managed to expose the door. I took a deep breath, looked up at it, and gulped. There was something indescribably chilling about the door. Oh God, Michel, you are about to make a bad decision. I mean, not Michel. Yeah, it is Michel, yes. And then I pushed it open. Oh boy. A barely noticeable breeze brushed past me. A single ray of sunlight shone into the room, coming from a single window sitting high atop the wall. It cast a milky white patch of light on the hard floor, revealing the fact that I was not alone. Oh my God!
The rumors say a witch lives in this mansion.
There I saw.
In this cursed house.
Oh God! Fucking hell. Fucking jump scares! A skeleton with only one arm, that's her. A cursed mansion for a cursed man. It was like I was destined to end up here. I had no way of finding out who the skeleton belonged to. So I left it there at the top of the tower and retreated into thought. I wondered to myself, how had the one-armed person died? How had they felt locked in that room, staring up at that soul window so far out of reach? About the only thing they would have seen was the sky and the occasional bird. Had they yearned for more light, or had they come to despise the tiny patch of it that trickled into the room? Had they been some sort of wicked criminal, imprisoned for wrongdoing?
Not all prisoners are necessarily bad people.
Having been branded with a non-existent curse, I couldn't help but think that perhaps something similar had happened to whoever they were. That's true, actually. You kind of got it right. Vainly reaching out for the sun, constantly praying for rescue that would never come. What had gone through their mind as they withered away? Would anyone ever come from me? Would my brothers keep their word? Or would I, years from now, end up another pile of dry bones somewhere in this house? Oh God! Oh God! Unwanted and alone. Robbed of all hope, with no one but the darkness to talk to, as it sunk its teeth deeper and deeper into me. That corpse could be me in the future. Didier. George's.
Did you really send me here to keep me hidden? Or is this to be my grave? Can I put my faith in you? Can I trust you when you say I'll be able to return? That everyone will happily accept me? That we'll all be together again. That we'll play chess. That we'll draw pictures. That nobody will be left out.
All I really wanted was for people to accept me for who I was. Oh my God. To accept that I was a man. No, that I had grown to resemble a man. That I had the heart of a man. I didn't need anything else. Oh my God. I didn't want to cause anyone anguish. You are a dude, Michel. Don't worry about it. I didn't want to hate anyone. I simply wished to be who I was. No, who I wanted to be. And I didn't want to be treated like I was strange or different again. Research. The fucking research. If that was asking too much, then at the very least I want to have one other person in my life who truly understood me. God. The research put into this! I can't get over it.
Didier, Georges, I pray that you can be there for that for me.
Lurking quietly in the mansion's all-encompassing darkness. I waited and hoped that the day might arrive when I could come out of hiding. Oh my God. However, 1, 2, 3 years later, so not right away, I had still not been set free. Only my mother wrote me, and in all her letters, she said the same thing. When your curse is broken, come back home, sweetheart. Oh God. When your curse is broken, I want you back in my life. Oh God. When your curse is broken, everything will be back to normal. I waited expectantly for the day you are free of that terrible curse. The curse would never be broken, though. What I was now was what I was meant to be. Exactly. He got so lucky. All that time I'd spent as a girl, none of that was real. DDA had said he didn't think I was cursed. My brothers didn't think I was some hellish demon child. So no, the curse would never be broken. Because there was no curse to break! I wasn't cursed at all! There was no damn curse! But the flow of time eroded away at me, slowly killing any confidence I once had. Slowly sucking me dry of all trust for others and for myself. This story is amazing. This story is amazing, you guys. Oh my God, this story is amazing! I can't believe the amount of research the author did. With enough time, I started questioning my own beliefs about what I was. Started thinking that perhaps I was cursed. That is completely normal. To consider things like that. Much like they had at the Bollinger estate, the servant who came by every month did his best to avoid making eye contact. But beyond just bringing me food, he was also checking in on me and making sure I didn't attempt to run away. And every month he probably went back and told Mother the same thing. That my curse had still not been broken. Do you think this is a good place to stop, or should I go a bit further? Do you know how much longer is in this section? I just want to know, like, if this is an okay place to stop for today. Because I think he's about to talk to Morgana for the first time. You think there's a lot of possible stopping points, Guppy Forest? Okay. I think, then I think, the scenes are okay, so I'm gonna stop here then. Okay. Because I'm getting a bit tired. This story is incredible. You guys, I really love this story. I hope you all are enjoying it as much as I am. As much as I have been. I know it's weird to say that when there's so much tragedy, but I just think it's an incredible story. And this will continue on Thursday. Tomorrow we'll have some more Higurashi. Alright, so until then, I will say, so long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, good night. You are all the sweetest of hearts. See ya.